Hey everyone, welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution. Today we're doing a showcase of my hopefully soon-to-be 5-star Jurassic difficulty park on Isla Sorna. As you can see, this has been, I'm at 18 and a half hours up there, you can see, so has not been a fast journey. But you can also see we're at we got a 5-star facility rating and we are about 200 points off from reaching the dinosaur rating. We have a welfare penalty right now and I'm pretty sure it's because one of these two Indoraptors hasn't eaten. Even though I have a goat dispenser and a carnivore feeder, so I'm not really sure what's up with that. But yeah, so as you can see, it's minus 61 for welfare. Let's see. So anyway, we're very close to 5 stars on Jurassic difficulty, and so we will get the Apatosaurus rainforest skin and the step pattern velociraptor. I've got a Dilophosaurus here ready to release. I'm trying to figure out where else the welfare penalties are coming from. So anyway, let's see how we can we'll get to 5 stars and then we'll look at the new skins and we'll do a tour of the park. This is probably my most intricately designed 5-star Jurassic difficulty park so far. I'll kind of just explain. This has been probably my favorite Jurassic challenge so far, mainly because you start off with, you get the Spinosaurus and the Stegosauruses from the campaign mode right when you start off. So basically I was able to tranquilize the Spino and the Stegosauruses, and I had like almost immediately a one-star park once I had all the facilities up, and I was able to make cash off of them and not even need to build a fossil center or anything for quite a while. So because of that, it basically just made the money part of this playthrough much easier for me. And honestly, the Spinosaurus didn't even try to break out, or else I may have just had the helicopter tranquilize the Spinosaurus every time it stormed, because it was the only dinosaur I had to worry about, really. Even though when you start the game, you only have the lowest security fences. Let's try to figure out where this welfare penalty is. I'll kind of I have to go by exhibit, so I might as well just start at the beginning. When you first enter, I have a kind of like a petting zoo type exhibit is kind of how I like to think of it, with Dracorex and Stygimoloch in one, and a bunch of ankylosaurs in the other. We have Ankylosaurus, Nodosaurus, and Crichtonsaurus in here. And as you can see them from the hotels. You can see visible dinosaurs, 7. I put 4 hotels here, and as far as I know anyway, you only need 5 hotels, so the last hotel is over here. for this big of an island. So I was able to kind of utilize the starting area to plop down a bunch of hotels, and that way I didn't have to worry about placing them everywhere else. Here is our expedition center, fossil center, and research lab. I have 2 hatcheries and our helicopter and power stations. And got all these upgrades for the hatcheries. I just finished. Oh, here we go. Okay, there we go. There it is. Once the welfare penalty went away and we had that one extra Dilophosaurus, that that probably did it. I'm gonna take a screenshot real quick. Alright, so while we're doing a tour of the park, I will get one of each of the new skins incubating. I think I have a contract to release an Apatosaurus with lifespan of 141, so I'm going to do that one. And sure. And here. Step pattern raptor. Okay, so while they're incubating, well, we'll go this way, because I actually have to tranquilize and sell one Apatosaurus to make room for the new one. Alright, we'll start over here. So if you all don't know, Isla Sorna is broken up into like 3 chunks. So I have like 3 mini islands. Basically, in this area is probably the largest. We have a gyrosphere for Jurassic North America with Brachiosaurus, Camarasaurus, Stegosaurus, and Apatosaurus. The Stegosaurus has a population limit of 15, and as you can see, that's maximized right now, so that's why I'm going to get rid of the one Apatosaurus. Right next to it, I have this small, kind of like the United Kingdom dig sites. I think this is for Iguanodon and Polacanthus. And Polacanthus has a very small population limit. It's like 6. I have 2 Polacanthus and 4 Iguanodons in here. Kind of a small tribute to the Walking with Dinosaurs of the Iguanodon, and I think Polacanthus is in that too, or something like it anyway. And it's Isla Sorna, so of course we have to have Spinosaurus. We have 2 of them in here. Here's the other one. There it is. This is a wetland skin, which does not look like a wetland skin at all to me, but whatever. This is Jurassic China, so we have Mamenchisaurus, another Site B dinosaur from the Lost World. We have 3 of them. We have all the Jurassic China Stegosaurs, Chunkingosaurus, Huayangosaurus, and Gigant Spinosaurus are all in here. If the frame rate's a little low, that's honestly probably because I have so many dinosaurs on this island. Every time there's a bit of a weather effect, the game kind of seems to lag a little bit, and I think it's just because I have a lot of dinosaurs on this island. Alright, and then so if we head over here, I wanted to make a kind of security themed area of the island. So as you can see, we have our pair of Indoraptors. I've been using the Dr. Wu DLC genes quite a bit to modify like the social and the habitat needs. So like for example the Triceratops in here, I modified the population genes so that they can tolerate up to 20 dinosaurs. I think it was 16 originally or something. Same thing with the Dreadnoughtus, which I'm kind of pretending is an Alamosaurus. And we have 2 dinosaurs that are sick right now. Where's the other one? I kind of had a feeling that our tour of the island would be disrupted by something, so let me just take care of this real quick. I've upgraded almost all of my ranger stations with high accuracy, and I'm honestly so tired of taking control of the Jeep and chasing them down, so I'm really hoping they can heal this Triceratops and finish it out. Of course, why am I surprised? So you're gonna see how my park handles emergencies as well. Well, we have a structure damaged already, so that basically tells me we're not having a twister, so that's good at least. If you immediately get a structure damage, that just means it's a regular storm, unless you've heard the big crack of thunder, because in that case the twister's already there. Everything's getting sick over here, so I'm just gonna take control, stop being lazy. Apparently I have to shoot these guys like a lot to heal them. Do it. Okay, let's go back to where we were. Anyway, this is our security-themed area of the park. As you can see, I kind of have it shut off from everything else. And there's a dead dinosaur. I have a security center, and we have our most dangerous dinosaurs in here. We have Dominus Rex. That's the coastal state. 5-star is the Lubar. And our Velociraptors co-residents, so hopefully I thought it would be kind of neat to have the Indominus have siblings, so it can actually be a normal dinosaur. I guess it could grow up with siblings and not eat them is the point I'm trying to make here. This storm is lasting a really long time, so all my dinosaurs are going to try to break out now. One thing that was very important for success on this island is each area, once you have enough money to do it, each area needs its own ranger station. Otherwise it just won't work. Because you have to drive way too far to get from one area to the other. So like, as you can see, this area even has two, because this is actually the biggest chunk of the island is this left part. And this area has its own Jeep, and this area has its own Jeep. And I have two helicopters. This one here is mainly for tranquilizing the dinosaurs to move them. And then this one over here is mainly because the most dangerous dinosaurs on the island are here, and if they got out, I'd need a helicopter closer by to tranquilize them. But it looks like they've calmed down and we don't have any damage to our fences. We'll send this guy on a feeding run. And someone just hit their head against the fence. Alright, I think we're good to open the shelters. Another thing that I prioritized, it does lower the dinosaur rating a little bit, but as you can see for Indominus here, its comfort threshold is down to 70% because I used level 2 of the stress inhibitor, so it might try to break out once during a storm, but that's about it. And its rating is still just below 300, so... Alright, so as I said earlier, we have our pair of Indoraptors over here. There's the other one. Oh, there it is. So this is the default skin there, and then I gave the other one a white stripe because supposedly they were originally going to have two Indoraptors, and one of them was going to be an albino white one. So that is this area of the park. We will be moving our new Velociraptor and our new Apatosaurus over here shortly. But let's see the last area of the park. This was actually where I built second. I originally just had two enclosures, one here and one here. One for the Spinosaurus, and two of them for the Stegosauruses, actually, because there was too many to put them all together because of the social restrictions. And then over here, this exhibit here probably has the net most dinosaur reputation because of how many Dilophosauruses are in here. And I could even fit one more if I wanted to. So I have lots of feeders. I have 3 jungle skin Ceratosauruses. Which look amazing in this sunlight, or this time of day, I think. You have to, this is kind of like, for me, this is like, unfortunately, like a must-have exhibit for challenge mode, because you need at least one or two exhibits that you can just pile a bunch of dinosaurs in and get a bunch of reputation. One Triceratops just died. This was my first exhibit after the Spinosauruses, I think. After the Spinosaurus died from old age, the one that the game gives you. And here we have a Jurassic or Cretaceous North America gyrosphere with Triceratops. Like I said, I altered the social so that I can have more dinosaurs nearby. We have Parasaurolophus and our Edmontosaurus as well. And Struthiomimus is in here somewhere. And our Dreadnoughtus, which I'm pretending to be an Alamosaurus, which was a titanosaur that lived in North America during the Cretaceous period, as far as we know anyway. And then over here we have our Ceratopsid paddock, just because their social requirements are kind of goofy, so, or they're basically just very minimal. So I put 3 different species. We have Chasmosaurus, Torosaurus, and Styracosaurus in here. I could have easily just modified the social genes for one of them and put them in here, but I thought that having Triceratops in the main exhibit was most appropriate. Even though I'm very... Styracosaurus is probably my favorite ceratopsid, probably. That's just me, though. I think it helps that I think Styracosaurus gets really good skins in this game. And then over here we have Cretaceous China. So we have Russia slash Asia in general. We have Lambeosaurus. Oh wow, not Lambeosaurus. Centausaurus. Sorry about that. Olorotitan is here. We have Gallimimus is somewhere in here. We have the Savannah skin that we got from Isla Sorna challenge mode. Kinda hard to tell what it looks like at nighttime though. We have plenty of Sinoceratops as well. They're having their meetings. I love when they start chatting, it just looks so cute. Alright, and I think I've covered all the exhibits. I was thinking of getting rid of the Ceratosauruses and putting Allosaurus in here, but I really like the jungle skin Ceratosaurus, and plus I can have 3 of them. And Ceratosaurus is one of the easiest dinosaurs to keep in the game, because it doesn't try to break out during storms. You can have 3 of them together, and it has a easy population or habitat requirement, so alright, I think that is basically the tour of the island. I wanna get these 2 nude guys out so we can take a look at them. It is nighttime right now. I kinda wanna see what they look like in normal daytime, so we're gonna change it to that. Alright, so we'll start with the steppe velociraptor. Unfortunately, I kind of knew this coming in. Maybe, I mean, once it steps out into the sun, maybe we'll get a better idea, but I kind of unfortunately knew that this one wasn't going to be anything super duper special. Trying to zoom in on it, but the buildings are in the way. Kinda has like a rusty look. It honestly kinda has like a... It's like a rusty, rotten look to it, is kinda how I would say it. I'm trying to, like, if you've ever played Monster Hunter World, the rotten veil, like that's where I would expect to see that Velociraptor. So it's, I mean, at least it kind of has like a scary, kind of gross looking vibe to it, I guess. But probably one of the least exciting new skins that I've gotten so far. I'm honestly more excited for the Rainforest Apatosaurus, because I did look up pictures of these before I did them, and I remember this one looking pretty cool. See, what I like about this one is that I like when the dinosaurs have like the darker surface and the lighter underbelly. It's kind of like with sharks, I guess. And the default Apatosaurus sort of has that, but it's mostly just gray, whereas it's much more pronounced in that one. Oh, who died? This was one of my Brachiosauruses died? Oh my, wow. I've been playing this for, so anyway, that's, someone was asking if you don't beat the par time, do you still get the skins? And I'm obviously way, way beyond par time. Just to, you know, show you again. 1850, I mean, we did get it a couple minutes ago, but the par time is 12 hours, so... Anyway, here's the default Apatosaurus, and it's mostly just like all uniformly gray. This is the one that Owen and Claire comfort as it dies. Whereas the Rainforest one has the neat kind of two tones, sort of like how the Brachiosaurus does a little bit. Like you can see how it's lighter colored on its belly and under its neck. And I like that look for the dinosaurs, so... Alright, so we need to replace a few dinosaurs. So let's do that. Let me show you, just in case you're curious, what I did to that with the Triceratops to make it so that it can tolerate that many dinosaurs. It's basically this one here, the social, and it's the cross species. If I move it off of this, you can see population goes to no more than 16, and when I do this, I can tolerate up to 21. Let's get another Brachiosaurus too. Let's do a Rainforest one just to complement the Apatosaurus we're putting in. Alright, so our Apatosaurus is on its way. Let's check on our Velociraptor. This is the Vivid skin. And here is our newest skin for the Raptor. I'm not gonna lie, for the Velociraptors, personally, I like the default green one because it's just it's just the default. And then there's the Alpine one, I think, looks pretty cool because it kind of looks like the Jurassic Park 3 female raptor a little bit. This one, I'll be honest, this one's kind of, like I said, it looks like it's something you'd expect to see in the Rotten Vale. Wish it would stay still for a second, but it's probably trying to run away from the Indominus. I'm trying to catch a good screenshot to put in the title card, so if the video freezes up a little bit, that's what I'm doing. Alright, there we go. That'll do. Yeah, here's the... What's this one? Is this Tundra? Yeah, this is Tundra. This is kind of gray. Now, of the Velociraptors in the game, I honestly think I like the basic green one. And maybe the Alpine one the most. The new Step one it's okay. It's probably one of my least favorite new skins I've gotten. It does, like I said, it does kind of have a creepy sort of zombie looking raptor look to it though. So if you're into that, then that one, you might like that one. Move this Triceratops real quick, because another one just died over there. Alright, so, well, we're gonna take a gyrosphere tour to check out our new Apatosaurus. Is there another dead dinosaur, or they just haven't removed the Triceratops yet? Yeah, this is, as you get deeper and deeper into the playthrough, you're basically constantly replenishing dinosaurs that have died from old age, which is kinda sad. Alright, so let's see how this looks. Oh, there it is, right away. You know what, I'm just gonna drive one myself. Hopefully they won't freak out and well, it's the herbivores, so they shouldn't really. If you've watched any of my safari videos, you know that, it gets really annoying when, if you do drive anything yourself, the carnivores will just run around in circles, and I honestly think it's really annoying. Yeah, you can, well, I like this one quite a bit actually. You can very easily see that it's got like 2 color tones compared to the default Apatosaurus, which is pretty uniformly gray. There we go. Got our picture for that guy. Yeah, I like this one quite a bit. I actually really like Apatosaurus in this game. I like that it's not as long as Diplodocus. Like Diplodocus, which, I mean, it makes sense that Diplodocus's tail is super long, but it almost like feels like it's a, you know, like a 2x4 carrying something around. It's just so much bigger and longer than everything else. Unless you have a gigantic exhibit, it feels like it's not big enough. Whereas Apatosaurus fits the low to the ground sauropod niche without feeling like it takes up the whole exhibit. Looks like we're gonna be stuck here for a little bit. That's okay. Sometimes the dinosaurs kind of like huddle together a little too much, but that's alright. I probably need to put a, see, they all huddle around this feeder, and there's one over here and no one's at that one. The essence of chaos. One thing that I tried, because I thought it would be a really neat idea if it would work, but it sort of worked. You know how almost all my exhibits I always try to make them at least somewhat paleontologically accurate? So I originally had 2 Carcharodontosaurus and 2 Spinosaurus in here. And what I did was I gave all of them very high defense ratings so that it would basically be really hard to ever kill one. And they never actually killed each other, but they would whittle themselves down to low health. And then they would just kind of mope around and look like they'd been tranquilized because, you know, their health was low. So I ended up just getting rid of the Carcharodontosauruses and keeping the Spinosauruses because it's Isla Sorna, so, and it has to be Spinosaurus. It looks like we are lucky again. I'm not sure if Frontier updated this, but I swear when I first did challenge mode Jurassic difficulty on Isla Nublar, almost every storm was a twister, and on this mode it's like every 3rd storm is a twister. So I don't know if they made it easier or what, but it's nice to not have a twister every 20 minutes. So, I mean, that's pretty much it, really. I was just gonna kind of take a gander through all the viewing galleries at all of our exhibits, especially since it's raining and all the dinosaurs look amazing in the rain. I'm not sure if any of y'all keep up with the news around this game, but there's basically been confirmation of a small update in April, which will possibly bring at least one new dinosaur and maybe some other small changes. But there's supposedly a much larger update, DLC type thing coming over the summer, which is pretty cool. I'm excited about that. I am not really sure what it is exactly. There's some speculation that it could be terrain tools, which would be really neat. And when I say that, I mean like ability to add rocks and maybe sand and like mini smaller mountains in your exhibits. Uh-oh. Fence broken, where? Oh, this has literally not happened the entire time. You guys got to see the first dinosaur breakout. Are you gonna run right back in? Okay, cancel that. Is that the new guy? It's the no, this is a different one. Are you getting out too? So thankfully, I'll kind of zoom out and show y'all one of the best things about this map is that you have so much space, and I could really make the park that I wanted to make. I didn't feel like I was cramped. I could pretty much do whatever I could build the way I wanted and kind of make things. Like, you know, I wasted a lot of space here. I could have made another exhibit, but I wanted to make it look like, oh, there's this kind of secretive security area. So, and you know, as you can see, I'll just do the management view. We have shelter coverage pretty much everywhere. So as long as I activate the sirens, in time, it's a very low chance of someone getting killed by a dinosaur. And like I said, that was the first time that a dinosaur had broken a fence in this whole playthrough for me. Take one last look at our new skins that we got. Here, you won't win this one, buddy. So yeah, I'm curious what y'all think of the Step Raptor skin. I honestly think I like the Savannah Gallimimus that I got from Isla Sorna more, and that one was one of the least exciting ones I had gotten so far. I'm not really sure what they're doing with the Velociraptor skins. Maybe they're trying to go for, you know, the Deinonychus is very colorful and pretty looking, whereas the Raptors are very kind of dull. And maybe they're trying to go for that, you know, scientists aren't exactly sure if dinosaurs were more dull and gray and just were either brown, gray, or green, or if they were more pretty or something, like birds. I'm not really sure what they're going for with the raptor skins being much more dull than the Deinonychus skins. On the other hand, I do really like the Apatosaurus skin. This one's probably I mean, I like this one quite a bit personally, so nothing crazy, nothing super exciting. But I do like it. I would probably choose it as one of my skins to use on Apatosauruses if I was putting one in a park. So there's that. That is my 5-star Isla Sorna Jurassic difficulty park for y'all. I hope you enjoyed it. And I mean, we're not at 5 stars anymore because we just had a bunch of dinosaurs die, but we got them all right here pretty much. But with that all being said, I hope you all enjoyed it, and of course, another dead dinosaur. A Chasmosaurus this time. But yeah, supposedly there was a small update coming in April, so it could be sometime in the next couple weeks. And then supposedly there's a larger update coming this summer for this game, so I hope you all enjoyed the tour of this island and getting to see the new skins. This one's probably my favorite park that I've built. Unfortunately, the skins that you get for it are not as exciting. I think the jungle Ceratosaurus and the wetland T-Rex are probably some of the coolest ones that you can get, and we did those already, so I hope you all enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next video, and have a great day. See you later. Bye.